Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is DESI Sari Dewi. I'm from Building Engineering Education, 11 Maret University, Surakarta. I want to present my paper. The title is Study on Compression Strength of AS with Geopolymer Mortar as Material Patch Repair with Variations of Time and Temperature Curing. The first part is introduction. First, damage and repair of concrete, and then repair materials by patching method using mortar, and then use of fly ash with geopolymer mortar, and the last is geopolymer mortar curing with variations in time and temperature using oven. And then theoretical foundations. First, geopolymer mortar. Geopolymer mortar is a mortar that uses a binder from materials that contain high alumina and silica content, one of which is fly ash. The ingredients of fly ash, the ingredients from geopolymer mortar is fine aggregate, fly ash, and alkali activator. And then curing. Curing of geopolymer mortar is done by applying heat or not steam heat, for example, using an oven. And the last is compressive strength. Compressive strength is the magnitude of the strength of the test object that is destroyed because it is loaded with a certain compressive force, as is the case with a compression testing machine. The first machine used is UTM, or Universal Testing Machine. The calculation of the compressive strength value is adjusted to Indonesian National Standard number 3 6825 on 2002. And then is the research methodology. This research uses an experimental research methods. The data analysis technique in this study use descriptive statistical methods in forms of graphic. And then result and discussion. This is the result of fine aggregate and fly ash test. This is a result of compression strength test of geopolymer mortar aged 3 days. This is a result of percentage difference in compressive strength value of geopolymer mortar temperature 60 Celsius degree and 80 Celsius degree. This is discussion about effect of curing time variation at 60 Celsius degree and 80 Celsius degree curing temperature on compressive strength of fly ash with geopolymer mortar. In the 60 Celsius degree and 80 Celsius degree curing temperature variations, the compressive strength increased at 6 hours, 12 hours, and 18 hours respectively, reaching 52.308 MPa and 74.783 MPa. Then there was a decrease in compressive strength at 24 hours of variations respectively by 14.179% and 3.695%. As stated by Horiento et al. On 2013, that a longer curing time can release more water molecules in the geopolymer mortar so that it affects the compressive strength of the geopolymer mortar. Therefore, with the addition of time at a temperature of curing 60 Celsius degree and 80 Celsius degree can lead to evaporation of water contained in geopolymer mortar so that there are pores therein and might affect the result of the compressive strength of geopolymer mortar. This is a result of maximum compressive strength testing of geopolymer mortar aged 3 days and aged 20x days. This is a results difference geopolymer mortar compressive strength maximum aged 3 days to aged 20x days. This is a discussion about result of maximum compressive strength testing of geopolymer mortar aged 3 days and aged 20x days. The use of an oven is considered quite effective to accelerate the polymerization reaction in geopolymer mortar. In addition to accelerating the polymerization reaction, the use of a curing oven on geopolymer mortar aged 3 days was able to produce high-strength geopolymer mortar compared to the use of curing of room temperature mortar geopolymer aged 28 days. The last is conclusion. Number 1 is the result of the compressive strength of GEOPOLYMER mortar with variation in time of curing 6 hours, 12 hours, and 18 hours using a temperature of curing 60 Celsius degree experience in an increase in compressive strength up to 52.308 MPa. And there is a decrease in compressive strength at variations of curing 24-hour time. Number 2 is at the time variation of curing 6 hours, 12 hours, and 18 hours with a temperature of curing active Celsius degree, there was an increase in the compressive strength of the GEOPOLYMER mortar up to 74.783 MPa, and the decrease in compressive strength occurred in variations of curing 24-hour time. The GEOPOLYMER mortar at 3 days with temperature variation of curing 60 Celsius degree and 80 Celsius degree produce a higher compressive strength than the GEOPOLYMER mortar at 20x days with curing room temperature. The difference in the maximum compressive strength value between GEOPOLYMER mortar at 3 days using temperature variation of curing 60 Celsius degree and 80 Celsius degree and GEOPOLYMER mortar at 20x days using curing room temperature is 36% and 94.433% respectively. Thank you for your attention.